Hello, this is Tron with Tron Tells the Truth again. The war in Europe is starting to be, a little different than we expected. Now the Russians are fleeing. They are fleeing because they don't want to take part in the war. I do understand you people who flee. War is not fun. It's not fun to kill. But employing killing is more fun. When Putin was invading Ukraine, there was not many protests against the regime's politics. When Putin tried to bash gays, nobody gives a shit. When he cut down on freedom of expression to newspapers and so on, the list is very long. There were not everybody who complained. Well, let's go back to the war again. Because when the war started, people seemed to, was okay with it. There were some brave souls who protested. But it was not the situation like now. It's always fun with war and occupation and so on if you don't have to take part of it. But then it came to that the normal Russian citizen had to take part of it, and then they flew the country. Where were you before? Where were you when we really needed a change? We needed to stop the shit show. Yeah, I do understand why I don't want to go to the war. I know how hard it is to be under a regime like Putin. But the problem is, nobody of you gave a shit. You didn't give a shit before it affected you. So Russians, if you really want to do something, overthrow your fucking government. Don't flee your country. Overthrow your fucking government. It's going to be hard. It's going to take many lives. But not more lives that you let Putin kill in Ukraine right now. This is your fucking mess. I will grant you asylum if you come over here to Norway. Or I also think that the country should do it. But I don't see you as brave. I don't see you as victims. The only reason why I think it's okay to flee the war is that I don't want more Russian soldiers in Ukraine. Not because I give a shit that much about you. There are always some that I can understand is scared to go against the regime. And those people I'm applauding. But most of you who now want out, you didn't care in the first place. You didn't give a shit. This is the rule not only by Russians. I can say that this is the rule by anyone. Nobody gives a shit as long as it affects them personally. We're going to see that in climate change and wars and so on in the future. Because there's going to be more climate change, more wars, and more shit. And people are going to just sit there and wait to affect them and then run and try to do something. But when you do that, it's too late. It's way fucking too late. I always said it in the segment again and again and again. Change doesn't start tomorrow. It starts right away. If you want to do something and you're thinking about it, well, don't think too long. Do some action. Alone, with other people, and so on. Change never comes without sacrifice. A lot of people today doesn't know what that word means. All the labor laws you have now is because of sacrifice. Every good you have in your fucking life or right or something is because of sacrifice. A lot of people talk about there was a constitution against this and blah blah blah. That's never right. People shed blood for the constitution, the right to have the right in the law. Yeah, that was a battle. Women's right to vote was a battle. People died. Now I'm asking you Russians to fucking die for humankind. Go against your own fucking government and get it fucking over with. So maybe after that we can come together and create a better world. This is Tron. Tron Tells the Truth. Have a nice day.